2, 1. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
There is absolutely no reason, zero reason, for the majority of the XRP army to not have valuable information in regards to Vechain, which once they acquire and gather that information, they will soon not only be XRP holders, but Vechain holders as well. I believe we need more Vechain updates, Vechain news coming to America, more knowledge, more interviews, more distribution of information. We're not talking about insider information. We're just talking about news that's already been there and a way to kind of back it up by using the Vechain name and saying, yes, all this is factual. And listen, I'm just a real straight up person. Let's get in front of this. This is not a China hustle, a Vechain scam. You can't allow certain things like that just to, build up. I understand the position or the positioning of taking the higher road and not always acknowledging the nonsense, the foolishness of what people say. But there also has to be a balance where you kind of have a structure there and you have more than just a couple of people, especially in America, where you can say, no, this is what's actually taking place. This is factual. And we are a legitimate business that is doing grand and spectacular things. We are a force to be reckoned with, and this is not a joke, a fad. And as we have heard Sonny Liu talk about, we want to follow in the footsteps of DMVGL and be in business for hundreds of years from now. That has to be distributed a little bit more than it has been, okay? And there's a lot of great things happening. I'm just saying, let's listen to my belief, okay? And I understand that Vechain really doesn't need to do this in that aspect because, and I really fully believe this, okay? Vechain marketing has it does it by itself because of all these partnerships, and there's going to be more partnerships, and there's going to be more partnerships, and I understand that. Again, I'm a Vechain bull. I believe Vechain is on that path of a long, sustaining path of prosperity, okay? To me, it's already done. But for those who want to get invested into the crypto, the ticker symbol VET, and to have more knowledge on Vechain, and for the community to grow, if that's a care, which I do believe that's something that they do care about, then let's make a little bit more, let's make it an initiative to actually put some more voices on the Western front speaking about what Vechain is doing. So again, I go back to the example of the XRP army. Again, there is zero reason, no reason at all, that all those who are holding XRP, okay, and there's a lot of those, strong community, and a lot of that comes from the United States. I'm not saying that XRP is not worldwide. I'm not saying that, but I do know that a great percentage of the XRP army, those who are really enthusiastic and excited about XRP, come from the United States. Now, with what I'm trying to say is that there is no reason at all that those same individuals that are enthusiastic about XRP should not be knowledgeable about what Vechain is doing. And let me tell you, yes, there's some that know, and there's some that are waking up, but I believe, and call me a perfectionist or whatever, but all of them should know what the great things that Vechain is doing, because Vechain is really a special, top tier, upper echelon type of a business, cryptocurrency, token, whatever you want to call it, but the news needs to be spread out a little bit more. We need some more. Again, I believe, and a lot of us who are in the Vechain community, we know what Vechain is doing, but there needs to be more knowledge about that. And I understand that Vechain shouldn't be concerned too much about that, because anyways, Vechain is going to prosper. I'm just saying that the more information that's distributed correctly, again, keyword correctly, it's not a negative, it's only a plus. And for the Vechain crypto community, which most of us care about, especially, hey, let's be honest, the returns on investment, it's very important. And let that catch like wildfire, and let's see more of a movement on the Western front in reference to all the great things that Vechain is doing and accomplishing and will continue to accomplish, and the more partnerships that will be continually coming, because that right there, to me, if I was to criticize anything about Vechain, that's what I would criticize. Let's get out, let's talk a little bit more. For example, we got a DHL America that if there was more information and more possibilities where connections could be made, can actually be set in place. And so-and-so knows what I'm talking about, and there was a discussion, but just because a door closes at a moment or there's not an understanding, doesn't mean that, hey, we give up and we don't strive. So what I'm trying to say is, I understand there's a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things happening, and that's great. But let's keep on going. Let's go for the juggler. You don't stop. You just keep on going and get more, because there's a lot that's being left out that can be acquired and set into position that can make it even bigger, if that's even possible, because Vechain is the words that I like to use, and I apologize, but Vechain is a crypto monster, all right? And I believe that it's going to affect the world in a lot of ways, but I'm one of those that doesn't like to be, to leave things out there. If you have the opportunity, take it, grab it, and go for it, and do as much as you can when it's there, okay? So there's a lot of things. Again, I'm not trying to sound like a harsh critic. I'm just very passionate about Vechain, and I like Vechain, strongly like Vechain, and I just want the Vechain community to succeed even more. All right, and I'm not saying that it's not going to. Again, I'll say it again. Vechain is on that path of prosperity, and a long one. It's longevity here. Okay, so, but there are opportunities out there on the Western front that, hey, take it. And if there's a need for help or assistance, then kind of share and communicate, because there is possibilities here. I don't know how else to get the news out. I don't know how else to communicate this. I don't know how else. So I know you guys listen, but anyways, Vechain. If you don't know about Vechain, you should know about Vechain. This is one of those that you don't want to miss out on, because what they are doing is not just a crypto fad. This is a real legitimate business with real legitimate partnerships, with real legitimate connections, and it's just only going to increase and amplify and compound as the years continue. So as you do more research, and the choice is yours whether you get in or not, but as you need to at least do the research, do yourself the favor to have as much knowledge as you can in such a crypto as the one I'm talking about in Vechain. All right, guys, stay blessed, be blessed. You already know.